Hi Scorpio, this is your March 6th through March 12th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles with Death and the Ten of Pentacles. And we also have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a very specific reading. It's like you will have to, it's going to be 100% up to you, and I'll explain in just a second. Every single relationship we enter, we have a free will, whether we want to enter it or not, but especially here, right? The only major arcana card we have on the table is Death, the card in the middle of the potential outcome, which is your major arcana card. Right? So it's going to be 100% up to you. And here's why I think that is. You will have to either believe or not in the potential with this person, with this King of Swords. So perhaps this person is just in the early stages of their career. Perhaps they're not making that much money. Perhaps they're not really that established. Something about this person, they're not really up to your standard for some of you. And there's nothing wrong with having standards. I actually promote having standards. So the main point here is that you will have to see the potential. Do you want to wait for this person to get to a point where you feel comfortable with being with this person? They will give you a huge promise that they will work diligently. They will try really hard to get there. So you'll just have to, whether you believe it or not, right? That's you will sort of be like at the crossroads. Do I want to wait for this person? Do I want to believe this person? Or do I want to, seek happiness with somebody else? Right? That's what I think is happening here. Right? So yeah, I usually go with a King or Queen if one or both show up. So we got this King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Right? So the King of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, they are embracing the energy of the King of Swords this week. Somebody who is very straightforward, very direct, very honest, right? Very intelligent as well. And so here's how it's going to start, right? We got the Page of Wands in the beginning. The Page of Wands, this is them perhaps trying to, perhaps your initial perception of this person is that they're not really serious because they're coming in with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of flirting, just somebody who is just being very casual, not serious, right? Or perhaps with the Page of Wands, this is them kind of trying to get you out of the house, trying to meet with them, pretending that it's not about something serious. They may tell you something like, hey, let's just hang out, let's just go grab a cup of coffee, or let's go here, let's go there. Right? But it's like an ambush in a positive way. Right? So when the two of you do get together and grab that cup of coffee, that's when that serious conversation, that's when that promise comes in with the Ace of Swords. The next card over, which is clarified by the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. This is that important conversation. The Ace of Swords definitely belongs to the King of Swords, right? So you see how the King of Swords is holding up a sword? That's exactly the sword we see in the Ace of Swords. This is them being very straightforward, very direct, very bold, very honest with you. It is a promise. Like, they will deliver in the future. The Six of Wands, clarifying it, is a kind of victory and success. Right? Again, perhaps this person is just in the beginning of their career. They will promise you that a couple of years down the road, they will, be making, a lot of money, or they will be where you want them to be. And again, Scorpio, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having somebody by your side who is, up to your standard, up to your level. Perhaps you are an executive right now and they're not. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to have a person right next to you who is doing pretty much exactly like you are, a similar level, right? Nothing wrong with that. The Three of Pentacles in the middle, it could be a card of work, business, and finances, right? So perhaps again, they will tell you, you know what, I'll get to that point in the future. Or this is them making a promise to put time, effort, whatever is necessary into it. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration, and this is when both people see the potential. Both people want it to work out. Okay, in the potential outcome, we have you, the Death card in the middle, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, since we only have you as a major arcana card, this is going to be 100% up to you, whether you want to wait, whether you want to believe, whether you want to believe in their promise and their potential. Alright, but it's there. It is there. The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. Perhaps this person just needs a little time, but the potential is awesome. It's there. The Ten of Pentacles right next to the deck is a card of a commitment of marriage, rock solid commitment or marriage, as a matter of fact. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is when people buy real estate together, they grow old together, have children together, if that is still an option for them. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to do an extended for you. I think it's 100% up to you. The potential is definitely there. It's just all about whether you want to give them a chance or not, to prove themselves to you. Alright, so yeah. Anyway, really happy for you. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Emperor clarified by the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We also have the Sun clarified by the Fool and the Ace of Cups, and we have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Aquarius. This looks like a rebellion, Scorpio. And you are either starting this rebellion against your husband or your significant other figure, or this is a rebellion against your parents. Okay, let me explain. For some of you, if you are not married to this person, if you're just dating this person, perhaps you want to take it all away with them, and either your parents or their parents are going to be against it. And you're going to tell them, you know what, we don't care. Right? If you're already married to this person, then the Emperor is your husband or wife or your significant other, and perhaps you really want to go skydiving. You really want to take that class, or you really want to take a rock climbing class, and they're like, no, this is too dangerous, and you're like, I don't care, I always wanted to do this, and you're gonna do it anyway. Okay, that's what I see here. Alright, you're gonna follow your dream, you're gonna do what makes you happy. Alright, and you're not gonna care what they say. Yeah, the Emperor, the first card that came out is either your husband, your significant other, or your parent, or like a figure of authority, like a father figure or mother figure. Right, and the Two of Swords, the next card over, is a card of a crossroads, and at the same time, this is a card of somebody who says no. So perhaps this person wants you to do something, or most importantly, they don't want you to do something. Either take it all away with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or do something that they think is either dangerous or inappropriate. Right, and you're gonna do it anyway. Right, at the end we have the Sun clarified by the Fool and the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. So you're doing it. All of this is because perhaps you always wanted to do it. If this is one of those rock climbing, if I can speak, rock climbing classes, or something that they consider dangerous or inappropriate, or again, you're gonna take it all away with the person you're in love with, right? With the Sun and the Fool and the Ace of Cups and the Star, those are all very loving energies, right? And whenever the Sun and the Fool cards come out in the same spread, I always point out the similarities between those two cards. In the right upper corner of the Fool card, we have the Sun, and then we have the actual Sun card with the Sun in it, and the gesture of the person in the Fool card, and the kid riding the horse. In the Sun card, to me personally, this gesture looks identical. Also, to me, this is a gesture of a very happy individual. So you're going to do what makes you happy. Like I said, it is a rebellion. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio. This week, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Wands clarified by the Hangman, and we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. What's interesting about this reading is there is no offers on the table. None. There is no pages. There is no knights. There is no aces. However, we do have judgment on the bottom of the deck. This is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Alright, so if you do hear from somebody this week, it's going to be a very touchy, very emotional, even very sobby story, they'll tell you. Okay, they'll tell you things like, they can't sleep at night, or they cry themselves to sleep every night. Everywhere they go, they see you, they think of you all the time. They keep playing those songs that the two of you used to listen to together. Things like that. There's nothing wrong with people expressing their emotions, but I think it's just a little too much, to be honest with you. It's just too much. It's like melodramatic. I don't know if this is something you'll want to deal with, and it's like it feels like it's not going anywhere, right? The Eight of Swords is a card of somebody who is stuck and trapped. The Hangman is a card of stagnation, and I think that's the way this person is feeling. I don't know why the two of you broke up. It kind of feels like this person is not really, initiative driven. It's like this person gets to a point and they're very comfortable. They rest on laurels indefinitely and they never progress anywhere. I don't know if you would want to, get back together with someone like that. No initiative. All right. Again, there's nothing wrong with people expressing their emotions. That's what they're about to do if they do reach out to you. But it's just going to be too much for you. Okay, so yeah, up to you what you want to do here. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio, this week. We have the Seven of Wands, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You will have to fight for something this week, for your way of doing things, for your vision, for your method. Okay. Yeah, let me give you an example. Perhaps you're working on a project and you're working in a team environment, right? And somebody on the team wants to do a particular task one way, and you want to do that task, you want to complete that task another way. So you will have to prove and fight for the way you think it should be done. Okay? Another way to interpret this is perhaps you're competing against other people for a job offer, for a position at some kind of a company, and you'll have to fight for it. You'll have to prove them that you are the best fit for that particular position, right? And I think this spread right here is urging you to be active about it. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. Don't get paranoid. Don't get really abusive about this, but yeah, be very assertive. I think assertive is the best way to describe what you need to do, right? The Seven of Wands, the first card that came out, and the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck are talking about the same thing. This is you being very assertive, standing your ground, making sure that you're being selected for a job, or your way of doing things, or your way of completing a particular task is the way you're going to go, right? Then we have the Star, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Star could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is a card of a wish come true. So if you do this, if this is done your way, or if you're the one chosen for this job, then obviously you're gonna reap benefits in the future, right? And the Wheel of Fortune right next to the deck is a start of a cycle. I think if you are very assertive, it will change things for you, change things around for you. Perhaps in the past, people didn't take you seriously, so now they will. And that will start launch a new cycle in your life. Or you will get the job, and that launches this new cycle. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Scorpio. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is this Queen of Pentacles resurfacing, right? This is somebody you already know, and it's just going to be a huge burden for you that this person is back. All right, so yeah, the Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If they're not an earth sign, perhaps they work with money, or they have something to do with work, business, and finances. Judgment, the next card over, is a card of somebody coming back from the past. And the rest of the spread, the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands, this is you not being happy with this person coming back, right? As a matter of fact, you're resisting it. Perhaps this person is always brings drama. They could be a drama king, drama queen right? The Five of Wands is a card of conflict, drama, resistance. The Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden. So yeah, this whole thing with this person resurfacing, showing back up, is going to be a burden for you. I don't really see anything too critical about this, but it's just going to be very uncomfortable, to say the least, right? But yeah, you may have to put this person back into their place. You may have to put your foot down. I don't know what your relationship, I don't know what your affiliation with this Queen of Pentacles is, but it's like whenever this person shows back up, it's like trouble. Okay? All right, so yeah, I think you'll manage. Alright, so that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.